I am setting the intention that this will reach whoever it's meant to reach, whoever needs to hear this. To anyone who is suffering right now, I thought I'll share a little bit about my own suffering, which might not be so different from yours. Everything that seems unique to us in the moment is oftentimes a very common experience throughout the world. My throat is giving me a really hard time these days. I don't feel like eating food. Anything I eat, it does something to my throat. I'm not even able to talk. There's some pain and a dry feeling no matter how much water I drink. There's a lot of pain in the body. I'm dealing with TMJ, so grinding my teeth in my sleep and sometimes clenching my jaw and sometimes even doing that awake, which leads to a pain which is now spreading to my head, skull, different parts of the face and ears. Like there's a terrible pain through my ears, and then neck, body. Also dealing with breathing difficulty, chest pain a lot. And I think the only way is to feel it, right? To allow myself to experience that pain. Sometimes I can't see a silver lining to this, to any sort of pain, right? Any harm, basically I think it leads to pain in the body. Even the thoughts, even the suffering, it leads to some sort of physical pain oftentimes in the body. And that pain, I can smile through it, but it's still, and I want to be more loving towards it. I want to accept it like this is a part of life. But I don't want to force a positivity onto it that, oh, this is happening because good things will come to me in the future or any other thing like that. In that moment, it's just simply that pain, and maybe I need to allow myself to feel that. So when I woke up today, I opened different apps looking for comfort. I was like, I'll watch some YouTube video for comfort. I didn't. As I was looking, I was like, I need to sit with this pain. I need to accept it. I need to cry. I need to do whatever it is that I need, that my body needs. Because like I also sometimes it's so overwhelming that I'm seeking that comfort, especially because I don't have that in the form of humans, in the form of people that get me, that understand me. A lot of times people are giving me advice or something that I don't want. There's constant noise, there's constant this, that, and I realized like I think we often perceive information and it becomes our truth, right? If someone tells you, no, you need to have a routine, you don't need to have a routine, you can have a routine. At the end of the day, you get to dictate your truth, you get to decide what is right for you, and only you know that, only you know your truth, so it's your life, right? It's your day, it's your moment, it's your whatever, everything. So take that information always with a pinch of salt. It's no, like a pinch, I forgot the saying, but what I mean is we constantly get information in the form of people, messages, whatever else, and I think some of us who especially had some trauma like that, we're not able to say no, we're not able to in our head separate that from our truth, and then we absorb it, and it's like, oh no, this must be true because this person is telling me like I trust them, so they're gonna. But the thing is, people don't know themselves, people don't know anything. You don't know anything, but you know everything too. I hope I'm able to explain it, but yeah. I want to spend more time with animals. I know that's something I need right now, but I'm not able to. I'm not able to do the things I want to do, which has been a common thing in my life. And sure, I can tell myself, like when I was eating food just now, I was feeling like, yes, I can do this thing, that I wanted to do. It's like an energy shift inside of me, where I somehow have the energy suddenly, which I didn't before, to do something. But then it went again. And that's how it works for me. Probably my body's been very tired. But yeah, I want to spend time. There's a lot of stray dogs. They're all my friends. I love them so much. And I've met them in the last few days. Like I've met one of them who lives right outside, but like I've not met all of them, and I think I really need that. And cats and dogs, it would be really nice. I love all animals, so every creature, but yeah, Um, a little bit scared of insects though, but off topic. Yeah, but I recently also realized there's this voice. Well, it's not recent, but recently I've been noticing that voice more. The voice inside my head, which is very judgmental and harsh. And because I'm able to notice it, I'm able to give it love and just be like, not let it overpower me. Like the things it says are not the truth, are not my truth or the truth. It's like it'll say that this is wrong with you every step of the way. As I'm talking right now, it might say, don't do this, don't post that, nobody cares, nobody this, that. And it's very harsh. And it's from my parents and the people I grew up with, I think. But yeah, I don't like that voice, but I have to kind of live with it. I have to kind of cope with it until it fully goes away. It hurts, it's painful, it's weird because it's not me. That voice isn't me. It's not my essence, but yeah, it's there. But right now it is me. It is a part of me. It's just not who I really am. And I'm able to understand that. But you know what? I will do the things that I want to do despite that voice, despite any other voice too. Because I know that true voice inside of me. I know that soul's voice or whatever. I don't know what to call it, but that's who I am. And you know what that voice says? That voice says that everything's valid. That I love everyone, I love myself, I love everything. Because how can you not? Like, it's always this voice is from a place of love. This voice is who we all are, loving, nurturing towards everything, towards the smallest speck of dust and to the biggest creatures. Uh, and it's okay to do things, it's okay to do whatever you want to do. I know people don't say that often. I think people always say that it's wrong to do that, it's to be limited, live this life, go to school, college, do a 9 to 5, do this, that, whatever. But that's their own belief system, that's their own limited world. You don't have to make it your own world. You don't have to shrink yourself to fit into their idea of perfection or what's right and wrong, because you know that there is nothing wrong you can do when you're coming from this place of love and acceptance. But yeah, I hope I can be more loving towards my suffering, more accepting of it. It's not an easy task. I think it's taken me a while to even reach this place where I feel like I can do it. Before, I would be very much like, why did this happen to me? Why did that happen to me? And I can still ask this question, and that's also valid. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot when your family, your parents, like turn against you like that, when they do the worst imaginable things that you read about in documentaries of psychopaths. It's and again, I don't want to say psychopath like it's a bad word. I have love towards everyone, even the criminals. You might think that's weird, but that's who I am, and that's who I've always been. I have nothing but love. I love and healing for everyone, and I think we're all capable of being this kindness, this light. You know, we don't have to be mean. We choose to be, and we give in to these voices in our head or something or the other. They're valid, but actions are different from our thoughts and feelings, so very different. And yeah, um, but it's okay. It's okay if you did a bad thing too. You know what? I'm just here to tell you that I still will love you, and I still only have love towards you. Because society punishes, society will put you in a jail for this or that. And I'm not just talking about the jail, but like the mental jail. And it's the judgments, the constant mean energy. It made me feel like an alien. I was telling a friend, and then he said that how can you be an alien when you're so human? Um, and then I said to him that I think it's because everyone else feels, a lot of people, I mean, not everyone feels so not human, so non-human, but then they are. That part is also valid where they're not kind, right? Where they're mean, where they're harmful towards another. That's also valid. And I hope they're able to forgive themselves and heal after it. I have nothing but love for everyone. The world feels kind of messed up, but those are my thoughts, which are valid, but it's not the truth. I think the world is capable of healing, and we will, all of us. And yeah, this suffering, this human pain in the chest, breathing, shallow breathing, and everything, anxiety, what you might call it as anxiety. It's there for a reason, I guess. Maybe for me to feel that full breath again, that relaxed chest again. I had to go through this to like and to go to that place, which feels like an Eminem Eminem song lyrics. I guess I had to go to that place to come to this one or something. I've forgotten, but or not. I don't know. Today, like my therapy session also wasn't. It was quite intense, and then I feel like at the end my therapist didn't understand me, which was quite painful because I'm in general dealing with not being seen, not being understood by people. So it's like the last person that I want that from. And I think I've been there quite a few times. I'm not sure why. I don't think there is a why. You know what? I try to often use human logic to understand these feelings, to understand experiences, but I think they just are what they are. You can't, like, there's no need to, like, logically understand them. Like, what I mean is when you have a pain in your chest and it's like, why is this happening? Why is the thoughts might go like that, but all you have to do is sit with it. And it's okay if you want to understand that pain. I guess the brain works in its own way, so that's also happening for a reason. But you don't have to, and I don't think we can understand, right? It's something like which is different from like human logic, very different, right? It's something bigger than this. So maybe we just allow it to feel, allow ourselves to feel it. And yeah, that's what I realized might be the problem in my connections or the people that I meet. I'm often coming from this place of when I'm talking about feelings or not talking about them, just expressing them. It's well, talking is a way to express, but people often come at me through logic, and then that doesn't make sense, because it's very different. And I also do that sometimes, and it's not nice. I don't like it. It kind of doesn't make sense. Uh, yeah, which makes me feel like I'm not being seen how I would like to be seen, how I deserve to be seen. I know I struggle a lot with perfectionism, and what that means is my thoughts often go into places where they want to, where they say things like, this isn't right, or no, it needs to be better, better. It always needs to be better in my head, but that's not the truth. Everything's valid in its own way. I'm just energy at the end of the day, and I'm allowed to be that energy, express that energy however I want, however feels right to that, whatever does justice to it. And yeah, this voice is like, no, you need to refine your thoughts, right? That's so weird, but that's how society functions. When we talk about public speaking, there's courses on that you need to speak a certain way. You need to do this. I know, I understand how things work, but I don't want to conform to that stupid, ridiculous human rules and logic where it's like, oh no, you need to speak at this decibel level, or you need to edit this. And you know what? I realized that I can do what I want, like I mentioned before. And I'm trying to remind myself that every now and then because that voice of judgment is very strong. It's what I see around of me all the time. So disgusting to our existence, to our experience. Sorry, disrespectful to our experience. Like constantly being put into boxes, with labels on them. And this is like, imagine, like, we are the robots, like we tell a robot to do specific tasks or whatever. That's what humans have that's how we've been living for a while now. Like, you can only move your arm up till this length, otherwise it's some sort of a crime. You can only visit these places, you can't do this here, you cannot do that here, you have to do that. It's very weird and illogical, actually. That's why I would always find rational, like, these kind of things irrational. um because there's that deeper logic, there's that deeper knowing, which is not even deeper, I think it's actually very basic. But we got separate from that and we built these ridiculous rules and systems which don't serve our experience at all. And then we get pain in the body. And like, the pain I'm getting in my body is probably, I mean, it obviously is connected to all the abuse that I went through. It's like, yeah, like someone's hurting me, hitting me every day is obviously going to do things to me. Someone screaming at me and whatever else. Oh, that was hell. Like, I don't need to go to hell, heaven to know, like, I've been through that, and everything else I think in life is heaven, honestly, after going through that. I can truly enjoy like small things like ice cream and everything, like I always did. But I'm not gonna give the credit for enjoying little things to that pain, to that suffering, to that abuse. But yes, maybe it had some role to play. Or maybe not. I don't know. So yeah, I want you to know that your suffering is valid, that you don't have to explain or over explain yourself to anyone. If someone doesn't understand, if people don't understand, that's fine. Allow yourself to feel that pain too, of isolation, of not being understood, not being seen. But give that understanding to yourself, give that love to yourself, and validate yourself, your suffering, and everything. Your existence is completely valid in every shape, in every form, every single part of you. You know, if you have like some tummy, that's completely fine. If you there's a part of your body you don't like, something on your skin, some rash, it's completely